Hi YouTube, this is actually the second time I'm trying to upload this video because the first time it didn't have any sound and I was so upset. But I know it's not Wednesday, but this is going to be a long video and tomorrow is going to be an extra long video, so I actually might do tomorrow's in 2 parts because it's going to be that long. So I figured I might as well upload early and everyone gets a special treat from me. So today's video I'm going to answer a question that I got, and I'm also going to talk about the gestational diabetes test which I took yesterday. So I'm going to start with the GD test. So for people that don't know, women, because of all our hormones, we can possibly develop diabetes for the duration of our pregnancy. So there's a test out there where if you're at risk, basically if you're at risk, you take the test and they'll tell you if you have diabetes or not. So my mom had diabetes with her pregnancies, so I had to get it for mine just because that puts me at risk, because I guess it's like, what's that word? I'm totally having a pregnancy brain moment. Hereditary. There we go. So with the test, what you do is you go into your doctor's office or the hospital, or I had to go to a blood lab because I have a midwife and she can't do all of that in her office. So I went to a blood lab, which is basically they just do like blood tests and stuff there. And they said, okay, here's a drink. I had orange. There's also the possibility of getting it in I've heard fruit punch, I've heard lemon lime, I think I've heard grape before. And they just give you the drink, you drink it, and you wait an hour. And then they take blood. So she asked me, do you want it room temperature or do you want it, sorry, I'm really itchy. Do you want it room temperature or do you want it cold? So obviously I was like cold. Because when you think about, like, I know there's a lot of you that probably can't drink, but I could drink before I got pregnant. If you freeze your vodka, it goes down a lot easier. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a terrible drink. The colder, the better. So they give you it in a, like, little bottle. It's like, if you know what a chubby is, it's like a long chubby. Because it's not a regular bottle, but it's not like a chubby bottle. So it's like an elongated chubby. And she poured it into a glass and she gave it to me. So I drank that. It wasn't so bad. Actually, I enjoyed it for the first little bit. And then once I got like halfway, I'm like, this is actually really gross, because the aftertaste started hitting and I was like, I really don't like this. So I like shot down the rest of it. And yeah. And then my time started from when I finished, and then I had to wait an hour. The first 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer even, excuse me, of the test, I felt so sick. It was like, I was like, I'm going to throw this up, I'm going to have to take it again. The guy across from me in the waiting room, because that's where they had me wait, was like, oh, if you throw up, you're going to have to drink 2 bottles of it. And I was like, you're so mean. So I kept it down. It really made my baby move a lot, I guess because it's a lot of sugar. So that was pretty cool. I got to sit there for 20 minutes while I started digesting it, and that's when like he was moving a lot. And then after that I stopped feeling sick. He stopped moving as much. Oh, text message. And yeah, then I just had to wait, which took a long time. After the hour, they took me back to a room, and I'm terrified of needles. Like, I am like freak out, run away, like will like feel like I'm gonna die if I have to get a needle. So I had the beginnings of a panic attack. Like I started like freaking out, and like I felt faint, and I started like shivering because I shiver when I have a panic attack. I don't really like hyperventilate, which is really weird. But yeah, I shiver. So I started like shivering, and they had to like take me to another room and lie me down and like my mom was like petting my head trying to make me calm down. But once I got that, they just took a vial of blood out, and that was it. And I don't know why I freaked myself over that, because like when I'm done, I'm like, I feel so silly, but it's all I could do. And then you wait a week and you get your results, and you either pass, meaning you don't have gestational diabetes, or you fail and you have to take the test again for 3 hours. And then if you fail that, then you definitely have gestational diabetes. But yeah, so that was the drink. It wasn't as bad as people say. Everyone's like, how some people say it's flat orange pop, which I disagree with. It's not. It's like no name brand melted freezy. Yeah, that's the best I could do, because I like flat orange pop, but I didn't like that. So it's like no name brand, not freezy brand, because I like freezy brand, but no name brand freezies when they're melted orange flavor. It was really gross. I didn't like it. But yeah, don't freak yourself out if you have to go get it. It's not that bad. Chug it. That's my advice to you. If you are getting your gestational diabetes test soon and you are watching this video, chug the drink, because it will save you a lot of like the moments. And try to not throw up, because I felt so sick right after. Yeah, so that's all for the first part, gestational diabetes. If you have any more questions about it, feel free to ask me, because obviously I answer your guys' questions. Hello. But yeah, just ask me and I'll do my best to answer it. So now is a question that I got from someone. I'm not really going to name them. It's not an embarrassing question, but I'm not going to name them. Because it wasn't a comment, it was a message, so I find that more private. So I'm just like, I won't name you. But yeah, so the question was, since they've been pregnant, they've been really gassy. Have I had that problem? The answer to this is kind of complicated. Yes, I had the problem, but not anymore. So if the person that asked the question and you're watching this, if you're in the early stages of your pregnancy, you're going to be really gassy. Because if you're anything like me, you'll be really gassy. Like, as I said, I had diarrhea for the first few weeks. And then, why are you making that noise? Sorry, my cat's right here. Yeah. I had diarrhea the first few weeks. And then after that, I was gassy for a few weeks. And then it just stopped. I just got really constipated. And that sucked. But I'm getting regular again now, which is great. Do you want to see my cat? This is my cat. Sorry, my couch is really messy. This is my cat. His name is Snowflake. And he's 23 pounds. Yeah, that's my cat. What was I talking about? Yeah, so then I got constipated and I'm getting regular now. Actually, I think what's getting me regular is the fact that I take Tums after a lot of my meals, because I've been getting really bad heartburn and indigestion. So I take Tums, calcium Tums. I don't know if that made a difference, but I take calcium Tums and I'm getting regular. So yay. Now, when I do have gas, which is still more frequent than pre-pregnancy, but not as much as like that second trimester, even though I'm still in my second trimester, but that like beginning of the second trimester, it's not as much as that, but it's more than pre-pregnancy. But now when I do pass gas, it smells really bad. So I really hope you don't get that. I've heard of a lot of people getting gassy again in their third trimester. So when I get there, which technically is like a week or two or something away, then I'll keep this in a note, like on the notepad thing or whatever, and I will come back to this when I'm like, when I'm like 30 something weeks, and I will come back and I'll be like, hey, guess what? This is my gas update. But yeah, I really hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, send me another message. If you have any more questions, not just to the original asker, but to anyone out there, please ask me. I love answering people's questions and talking about this. So yeah, not next week, because this isn't the only video this week. My next video, I'm going to warn you, is going to be even longer than this 10 minutes and 30 seconds, because I'm going to be talking about the father of my child, as well as my weekly update. So that'll actually be pretty interesting, I hope. I'm probably going to leave a lot out just to protect his privacy. But yeah, I hope everyone has a really good Tuesday, or whatever day you're watching this. And yeah, bye YouTube.